These stars were caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Jordan says there were 4 other women at the party, at least 2 of them porn stars.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities allegedly caught with prostitutes.
But who is he, away from the glare of the floodlights?
He just wants a normal life.
For this list, we're looking at those celebrities or famous people from different industries, whether it's entertainment, business, politics, and so on, who were caught up in prostitution controversies, regardless of whether they admitted to them or were ever found guilty.
See what I thought was a girl in the corner. Say to her, "What are you doing out here?" She says, "I'm working." I start to lecture her, it's very dangerous, you shouldn't be out here working, bada bada, bing bing. She says, "I know, I'm going home." I say, she says, "Will you give me a ride?"
Number 10, Danny Bonaducci.
Swing. Don't stand there, swing. Swing. There's no swing.
What is it about former child stars that makes them lightning rods for controversy when they grow up?
I thought at her age she'd get all that stuff out of her system.
What stuff?
I think you're too young for me to tell you.
Danny Bonaducci became popular in the 1970s thanks to a role on the sitcom The Partridge Family. But his early success didn't last long.
And I lived right behind this dumpster, but I lived in my car. I had a car. I didn't have a possession.
Bonaducci has had multiple run-ins with the law, but the most famous incident occurred on March 31st, 1991, when he was arrested on charges of robbing and assaulting a transvestite prostitute.
I was ashamed, so shame is a pretty bad thing. It was a huge embarrassment. It was an embarrassing arrest.
Bonaducci admitted to soliciting the prostitute after police found him hiding in a closet in his apartment.
I'm sure you can see that my eyes have been kind of beaten.
Number 9, Dominique Strauss-Kahn.
DSK, as he's known here in France, has been associated with scandal since a New York chambermaid accused him of rape.
In 2012, this former French presidential hopeful came under investigation over his alleged involvement in a prostitution ring, including claims that he helped employ prostitutes for numerous sex parties. Strauss-Kahn was forced to stand trial on allegations of aggravated pimping, but was acquitted in June of 2015.
We have already stated that there are no facts that could point to him having committed the crime of procuring prostitutes.
Unfortunately for him, his reputation in France may be ruined forever. A 2015 poll in the French paper Le Figaro showed that 88% of the population does not believe Strauss-Kahn was unaware that the women he met were prostitutes.
I had my private life that I could do what I want as long as nobody was hurt or some legal problem appear, but without any kind of legal problem, I could do what I want, as everybody can do what he wants, and that I will be judged on my public service just on what I do in the public.
Number 8, Charlie Sheen.
Look at these two. Wow. Who's got it better than me?
Perhaps better known for his exploits off-screen than on-screen these days, Charlie Sheen told Playboy in 2012 that as a teen, he stole his dad's credit card to pay for a prostitute.
He's just kind of like sitting there like, is 25 good enough? And I'm like, yeah, 25's good enough. And he's like, we'll make it 30.
Of course, there have been other allegations, such as the claim that he stiffed an escort on a $12,000 bill after she posed for a picture with Denise Richards, Sheen's ex-wife.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Then there's the 2015 admission from John Cryer, Sheen's former 2.5 Men co-star, that Sheen helped Cryer hire a prostitute following his divorce.
Don't go away.
Don't worry, there's not enough blood left in my legs to go anywhere.
Number 7, Silvio Berlusconi.
Complimenti, siete così bravi che mi viene voglia di invitarvi al Bunga Bunga. Complimenti e grazie. Sì, sei abbastanza carino.
Silvio Berlusconi has had a very successful career. He's the owner of the football club AC Milan, served as Prime Minister of Italy on 3 separate occasions, and was once named the 12th most powerful person in the world by Forbes. But he will also forever be known for his connection to a teenaged Moroccan belly dancer and supposed prostitute. In 2013, Berlusconi was found guilty of soliciting an underage prostitute, but an Italian appeals court reversed the conviction in 2014. Berlusconi has maintained his innocence and still remains influential in the Italian political scene.
Da sempre io conduco una attività ininterrotta di lavoro e se qualche volta mi succede di guardare in faccia una bella ragazza, meglio essere appassionati delle belle ragazze che gay.
Number 6, Jerry Springer. Before he became an infamous daytime television host, Jerry Springer had political aspirations.
I'm Jerry Springer, and I want to be your governor.
He ran for Congress in 1970 and was elected to the Cincinnati City Council in 1971.
I wish I hadn't done that, and the truth is, I wish no one would ever know.
In 1974, however, a raid on a massage parlor revealed checks written by Springer, which caused him to admit to hiring a prostitute and led to his resignation.
Oh, is she your slave?
She's my hoe. I mean, I'm the pimp, you know what I'm saying? It's a process, you know what I mean?
Springer proved his resiliency, however, by rebounding to reclaim his counsel position and eventually become one of the most famous personalities on daytime TV.
That's not it.
There's more?
Yeah. He slept with my mom.
Number 5. Boy George. Another celebrity who's no stranger to finding his name in the tabloids. Boy George was convicted in 2008 of assaulting and falsely imprisoning Audun Carlson, a Norwegian escort.
Boy George's defense argued that he was at rock bottom and any jail term would hamper his progress in getting off drugs.
George allegedly ambushed Carlson in his room and handcuffed him.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
Carlson was able to escape, but not before he was beaten with a chain by the British singer.
You know, because I mean, I have a total loathing of authority, so, you know, going to prison was a real challenge for me.
George was sentenced to 15 months in jail, but was released after 4 months because of good behavior.
What's the word on the street? Have I lost my crown? Or will I be king again?
Number 4. Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney boarded the plane to Switzerland looking like a man whose packing included a heavy load of emotional baggage, following this weekend's allegations about his private life.
Politicians, actors, and singers are not the only ones who've been caught with their hands in the cookie jar. Several athletes have found themselves in hot water, including the Yankees' Alex Rodriguez.
A-Rod got hookers all the time, usually 2 at a time, 2 times a week. One time he had 2 go up, they came down and left, and 10 minutes later, Cameron Diaz walks in.
We elected to go with Man U star Wayne Rooney for our list, however. In 2010, it became public knowledge that Rooney hired a prostitute named Jennifer Thompson on multiple occasions. It was claimed she apparently also had a threesome with Rooney and Helen Wood, another escort, while his wife was pregnant. Despite these allegations, Rooney's marriage remains strong to this day. Number 3. Eddie Murphy.
Freeze, asshole!
In one of the more embarrassing entries on our list, comedian and actor Eddie Murphy was caught with a transvestite prostitute in his car in May of 1997.
You're living right around the corner from Eddie?
Yes, girl.
Like how?
I could take a rock and throw a rock to his window.
At the time, Murphy was married to Nicole Mitchell, the mother of his children. He was seen picking up the prostitute from an area that's known to be gay-friendly and was pulled over by the LAPD.
I don't know why this happened tonight. Of all night, this just happened to me tonight. Why?
Murphy maintained he was simply giving her a ride, although the prostitute claims that Murphy tried to give her money. He was not arrested or charged.
The only thing that I did last night was give someone a ride home, and it turned out that was a person who the cops were following.
Number 2. Elliot Spitzer.
I want to start back in 2008. What you did was incredibly reckless, and perhaps more importantly, it was very illegal. As you know, a Class E felony, paying for sex, a law you signed, bumping it up to Class E.
Unlike Jerry Springer, who was able to revive his political career after an incident with a prostitute, Elliot Spitzer has had no such luck.
She says her real name is Ashley Dupre. She was 22 years old and says she didn't even know that her client was the governor.
I turned on the TV and I said, oh, what did I get myself involved in?
The 54th governor of New York was forced to resign in March of 2008 after one of the most famous prostitution scandals in recent memory.
I've begun to atone for my private failings with my wife, Soda, my children, and my entire family.
Information from a federal wiretap revealed that Spitzer had paid over $15,000 for prostitutes from a service called Emperor's Club VIP. Although, investigators believe this number may be as high as $80,000, dating back to Spitzer's time as Attorney General. Although Spitzer was not criminally charged, the scandal ended his political career.
Sure, I say to myself that what I had hoped to do was contribute in some small way, and not to be able to participate is painful. The greater pain is for my family, but of course, I do say that to myself.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
He was arrested over the weekend for allegedly offering an undercover policewoman here in New York $40 for oral sex.
He contacted me 3 years ago as an escort. We got together about once a month for 3 years.
Degraded me, said I would do everything in the world. I'm a womanizer, a drug addict, everything.
EVE come through in the minds of pride. On it big like I live in the Taj Mahal. And I don't get in the blase blah. That's why they love enough.
Number 1, Hugh Grant.
How about a drink at my place? Totally innocent, no funny business, just full sex.
An international film star, Hugh Grant's quirky mannerisms and gentle disposition won him the love of women around the world. His relationship with Elizabeth Hurley, meanwhile, earned him the envy of men everywhere. Unfortunately for Grant, not everything has been sunshine and roses. In 1995, Grant was arrested in Los Angeles for engaging in oral sex in public with a prostitute. Grant faced the music admirably, however, and admitted to the mistake.
I think you know in life pretty much what's a good thing to do and what's a bad thing, and I did a bad thing, and there you have it.
Still, we have to agree with Jay Leno. What the hell was he thinking?
Have you gone completely insane?
You can't be sensible all the time.
Do you agree with our list?
Well, it's not easy.
Which celebrity prostitution scandal do you think was the most famous?
Being a good Samaritan blew up in my face, basically, what happened.
For more exciting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Come on, join me on June 8th. We're going to turn the state around.
Jerry Springer, Democrat for governor.